to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Dak going to start out going to the air. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. It's a gain of a yard. Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first. First down 10 at the 42-yard line. It's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 3-7 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain. First down, Jaguars.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 23 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 15 yards.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Gets around him. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's second and inches. At the Jaguars 30.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it. And be
under pressure, they got him again. Joshua Hines-Allen. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
The ball carrier. Mozzie Smith on the stop. A gain of 10 makes it.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, good move. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The numbers from a week ago for Lamb. He was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott to throw it. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. come the Jags. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 45. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by a diving Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Lawrence. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
A gain of
12 yards there as they move the
That's
chains.
good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run the option left with Lawrence. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And out now come the Cowboys. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call it 26 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10. At their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens, he's got him on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brings up third and 6.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Prescott from the gun on third. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. He completes it to Hunter. Here comes third down and 7.
To number 12, Travis Hunter.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Back to throw. Lawrence firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one.
That's good. We're on Jaguars.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Goddard and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A beautiful fake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On play action, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They go play action with Lawrence. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at at the 28-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That was good. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Jaguars first down.
Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
To about the 48-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott now. Pickens on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Complete to George Pickens.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They give it to Williams, wide right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Well, we've seen them escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to third down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And that will going to be off target and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
first and 10. It's ETN.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
That's good.
Now Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
overshown on the coverage.
Lawrence will throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 8 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 7. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Open man, that's Monk, the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Back to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Travis Etienne. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Lawrence's pass.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
8 yards.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
38 all.
I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This is 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
Well, certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Here's a give to ETN. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff for ETN. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Here's 3rd and 6.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On for the Jaguars field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. But it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver, who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And here's There's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.